I'm Lauren with Pack Hacker, and today we're going to be taking a detailed look at the Bite Body Balm Solid Moisturizer, which I've been testing for the last 2 weeks. Let's dive in. This is a solid travel moisturizer that is refillable. So it comes with this aluminum case here, and then on the inside is where the actual lotion is. You can see from the bottom that there's like this cardboard insert, and that is actually when you buy the replacements, you just buy that insert, and then it slides into this aluminum case, and you just sort of replace it as needed. So it is 100% plastic free, so if you are environmentally conscious, then this is going to be a really great pick for you. As well, on the inside here, all of the ingredients for the actual lotion itself are 100% vegan, and they are also fragrance free if that is something that is a concern to you. I will say though that there is shea butter in here, and you can definitely smell the shea butter. So just because it is fragrance free doesn't mean there's a lack of fragrance altogether. So definitely something to keep in mind if you are sensitive to smells. It does smell really good, just a very clear note of shea butter kind of on the nose. As well with the actual lotion itself, kind of how they designed this is to just be really easy to apply, and you don't have to get any of it actually on your hands. So what you do is you just hold this and you just sort of rub it on yourself. So one of the things that I did notice is that because it is a very dry moisturizer, there's actually no water in here, then that means that it kind of feels like it's going on a little bit too dry almost, and I find myself really like going over the same spot to feel like I'm getting that moisturizer. It does go on a little bit rough, and so I found that it was easier to apply to wet skin. It does, once it actually applies, feel really nice, but you can almost see like a little bit of residue that just is like catching on my hair, kind of all over my arm. And so you do avoid needing to actually rub it in, but it is a bit of an adjustment to need to not go over the same spot a bunch of times. Additionally, because you do sort of put it on like a rounded part of your arm, it creates this like natural divot in the actual lotion itself. So I found myself kind of going on the edges when I could. But once you get used to the actual amount that you need to use, then you do sort of get in that rhythm of just kind of keeping it very basic when you are applying it. As for the actual travel aspect of this bar, it is TSA friendly because, as I mentioned, it's water free, so you don't need to put this in any of you don't need to like take it out at TSA. You can just sort of put it through as a solid. So it does have that added benefit. And then as well as that, one single refill of this, they say, is supposed to equate to about 40 ounces of lotion. I have a bottle of lotion at home that's about 32 ounces, and granted it is a liquid moisturizer, but I do find that that one lasts me way longer. I mean, you can see like how far up this is already kind of into the actual container. I'd say it's probably about here. So after 2 weeks of use and only having that much left, I can't imagine it would last me about the same amount as my 32 ounces, because that'll last me about a year. But in terms of that packability, you know, you do get that extra bonus. So speaking of packability, I'm going to kind of show you how it fits within a couple of different options that you would usually be traveling with. So first, we just have a standard Ziploc baggie. And as I mentioned, this is TSA friendly, but if you wanted to toss it in here, you definitely could. What's nice about this square shape is that it slots very nicely into, I'll show you the DOP kit as well. But that is something that's very handy, very simple, easy to grab. And then as well, on the inside of the DOP kit, you can put it like in this back pocket, or you know, just kind of wherever you want it. This is the Peak Design small wash pouch, and it slots really nicely into that back pocket there. Kind of slots up against the side. You have a lot of space up top and on the bottom. In general, what's really nice about this is that it is so packable, and it is so square that it's very easy to slot into all of your existing pouches, and it doesn't take up a ton of room. So last, we're going to look at the Bite Body Balm in comparison to a couple of other containers you can use to carry lotion. So we have both from Human Gear here. We have the Go Tube and the Go Tub. This Go Tube would carry some more of like a liquid moisturizer, whereas the Go Tub would be great for a solid moisturizer. So the biggest difference is that you would have to have some sort of like hand interaction when you are using the lotions from these two containers. What's nice about the Bite is that, as I mentioned, you just hold it, put it on. You don't actually have to touch that lotion at all. You can still develop a few fingerprints on the outside there, but in general, not really an oily residue. Unlike, you know, with these, you would have to actually get it on your hand. Another big benefit is the packability. So with this square shape, as I mentioned, it's really easy to get into a DOP kit. With these rounded shapes, you have, you know, a little bit of dimension on like both the sides and on either front and back end. Same with this one here, and that's a lot of dead space for packing. So this square shape is really a huge benefit for that. So there you have it, the Bite Body Balm Solid Moisturizer. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel, and we'll see you in the next one.